What trips most people up when it comes to creating their desired reality are the questions like, how? I know what I want, yes, but how? Or does what I want is something even manifestable or doable? These questions that we don't know the answers yet are the number one showstoppers when it comes to creating the desired outcome that we want to have. Once you know what you want, once you want what you want, actually, the second thing that you need to know, which is one of the most crucial factors in successfully creating your desired reality, is actually embracing the unknown, whether you can embrace the unknown or not. Because from here to where you want to go, there will be certain type of events, some incidents and some synchronicities happen, but nobody knows how, or nobody knows what will happen in between. Even the most famous spiritual teachers, leaders, thought leaders don't know, and they agree that nobody knows the synchronicities and what type of events will happen during this gap between like where you are and your manifestation. So that there's one thing for sure, and like that you can feel relief that nobody knows and everybody agrees that it is okay, and you're supposed not to know what's gonna happen in between. Neville Goddard calls this bridge of events, bridge of incidents, and Abraham Hicks calls it the path of least resistance and the path of most allowance. Welcome to this video and welcome to this space. You are welcomed here, and I'm so happy to see you tuning in to another video within this platform. Today we will talk about why not knowing what's gonna happen in between is not a showstopper at all. Not knowing how or when or through which path your manifestation or your desired reality will become your 3D reality is not a showstopper, and we will talk about that. Most people, when they decide what they want to create for their life, when they know what they want, they follow their logical mind and start asking as a second question, okay, I know what I want, but how? Or what I need to do in order to get there? What kind of actions that I need to take to make it happen? But these are the questions that we don't have any space for in how reality works, actually, because these questions are posed by your logical mind, and this is your mind's way of trying to solve things, which is through action, through from the limits of your logical mind. And our logical mind can only take its cue from what's already happened. It goes back to the library and looks at the library and the knowledge there, which is your past successes, past failures, and then it ask the questions and try to find the answers from that library that's already given. But if we want to create something new, if we want to create something that we haven't created before, then we need to take our cue from something else, from somewhere else. And that somewhere else is the unknown, that somewhere else is the quantum field, that somewhere else is the alternative space, that all is possible. And that is the premise of creating our own reality. That is the premise and the whole name of the game of manifesting. So if you want to go and create your reality in a successful way, we need to put an end to how we have been behaving and how we've been trying to find solutions to our answers and seek something else, something which is unknown, which is new for our past and for our logical mind. Nobody knows what's gonna happen in between, meaning like from where you are to how to where you want to go, and how this path will unfold, when it's gonna happen, how it's gonna happen, through which path it's gonna come to you or you will get there. Nobody knows the answer of that question. And it is a good thing, because this is a part of the formula. This is actually how it's supposed to happen. There is nothing that we need to figure out when we think about, okay, but I have no clue how I can get there, or I have no clue how it can happen. Even though when your mind is like so eager to ask those questions and so eager to find the answer to those questions, so eager to dig deep into creating something, to hold on to something that's known, you need to pace yourself if you want to consciously create your own reality, and tell yourself that these are not my questions to be answered. There is nothing wrong or unplanned or out of the plan within this manifesting process, even if I don't, even when I don't know the answers of those questions. So everything is still on track, even if I don't know the answers of how or what or when or through which path. Like, this is the unknown space, and the certain events and incidents will happen in between that nobody knows, but people call it like the synchronicities, or the universe is orchestrating and rendezvousing with you all these like events and certain things that you will take step by step, is an unknown and nobody knows about it, and which is so great, because you don't have to make it happen. You don't have to force anything. You don't have to force an action to make things happen. So once you know what you want, then what you need to do is just to trust and focus on your vibration and focus on working on yourself, which is like a huge topic actually, but I'm just summarizing it and just, putting keywords for you to understand that once you know what you know, you need to trust that it's gonna happen. Then you need to trust that it is there. Anything and everything that you can create with your mind's eye is and dream of is actually a possibility that's sitting in the quantum field, that's possible, and it's included in the ability of the universe. So to make it happen. And then you need to cultivate this knowing of trust that it's gonna happen, that it will come to you through a path that you don't know and you can't see yet. So every day when you commit to raising your vibration to the frequency of the knowing, to the frequency of the believing, to the frequency of the version of you who already have that improvement, who already have that type of reality within their life, and trying to raise your frequency, trying to light up your energetic field, and try to control this like mind and these questions that the mind poses, which you don't know the answer, which are actually the number one reason that creates the anxiety, and for you to like go and do something and then close the gap of the gap that we've been talking about through action, which is actually, you can't just close any gap by solely focusing on taking actions, but you should use the leverage of the vibration and the energy and try to close the gap in vibrationally first, by raising your vibration, by raising your frequency to the level of the reality that you want to tune into. So if you commit to closing that gap vibrationally first, by tuning your frequency and tuning your energy to the reality that you want to create, rather than focusing your frequency to the lack, which is your current reality, where you don't have what you want to have in your three-dimensional world, in your reality, you can close that gap day by day. And through committing to closing that vibrational gap first, the universe will then let you meet with certain events, certain circumstances, and certain opportunities without you even needing to force anything to happen. Of course, you will take actions, but those actions will come from a very clear space, that there will be no doubts, there will be no worry, there will be no heavy feelings while you're taking those steps and actions, because those actions will be the inspired actions. Those actions will be the actions that came through synchronicities. Those actions are almost like the divine actions that are, channeled to your path through by the universe and by the cosmos, so that there will be no questions. You will recognize those actions immediately. They will come so quick. They will come with like a slight nudge, that you will have no problems going and taking those actions, and you will not feel frustrated while taking those actions. And there will be most of the time, there will be no question marks. There will be no figuring it out type of time in between those actions, when you will recognize those actions. So you will feel expansive when you take those actions. You will feel like you mature up. You feel like you're doing something right. You feel like you're taking a step in the right direction. And I give this example, and you can take this example and implement it into your unique circumstances in any type of any area, any type of area in your life. And I say that a person who's looking for a job, they may go into certain platforms. Let's say they go onto LinkedIn, and then they look for jobs, and they relentlessly apply for jobs. Let's say 20, 50, 100 jobs a month, a week. And while they're doing that, they feel so agitated. They don't feel good at all. They're clicking those like apply button, knowing that probably it's gonna end up, it's gonna be finalized in a similar fashion that my past 100 jobs have been, and they will have no hope. They will have no like good feelings about doing that. They should feel happy doing that, but contrary, because they're applying something, a potential job offer, but contrary, they feel so frustrated, and they feel so gloomy by doing that. They don't light up, and because they do it because their mind dictates them to do and take those actions, because that's the logical step, that's the known, because this is how people supposed to find their job. This is how people find their job in this era, right? But it doesn't have to be that way. And if it doesn't make you feel good, if it doesn't light you up, then it's not your path. And I'm not saying that this platform will be the platform that you will find your dream job, but not in this fashion. There might be, if you're not so desperate, if you're not coming from a desperate energy, you will not go ahead and click all the single apply buttons that you see. You will just maybe do some kind of like a background search first, and then you take your time and apply for the ones that you really feel the resonance with, or because you had this self-love that you don't want to spend your hours, your precious hours on that platform by applying every single job offer that you see, because you want to increase your likelihood of getting this job. But actually there's no such a thing as like let me increase my likelihood because I apply like more offers, but it's just a work of like a vibrational work rather than a hard work. So by being conscious of that, there might be certain jobs that will might like stand out for you, or a friend of yours like you haven't talked to like ages might send you a link through that platform asking you, hey, are you interested, would you be interested in that, what do you think about that? And you will think that, okay, this is weird because I haven't heard from him for a long time, maybe I should give this a chance. Or another way that you may not have experienced before while you are on this journey to finding job, applying job, going to interviews. But if you believe that this offer, this job will come to you, then it will come to you without you draining your energy, without you looking for the ways that are more understandable and more logical from your from your thinking mind's perspective. So there are endless possibilities in the universe. So we supposed to follow our joy, because when we follow our joy, when we follow our highest good and excitement, all these opportunities, all these offers, all these synchronicities, all these people that might connect us with our next steps will come into our physical reality without we even recognizing it, and there will be no doubt. We will know that, oh, this is my next logical step, and this is a step that I can take with a light heart, with like, by this option just lights me up. It doesn't drain me, it doesn't require hard work, it requires like my almost like hard work. So if you can try to see, if you can try to meet those questions that comes into your way, that, okay, I know what I want, but how is it even possible? When you write your dream job or whatever you want to work on, and then look at that and read that, okay, this is so too good to be true. Know that if you can come up with such a desire, such a dream, and you can see it with your mind's eyes, and you can put those words together to make that vision happen, then you should know and trust that universe has all the ability to bring it to you, to give it to you in your life. Otherwise it will be torture, that everybody will desire certain things, but there will be no ways, only certain lucky people will get it. Then it will be basically torture. You just think about it, you can dream about it, but you can't get it. I mean, why would universe, God, or whatever you call it, will torture you in such a way? Because we don't desire, we don't dream of everything, right? There are hundreds and thousands of infinite of things that they don't even come to our mind during the day. We don't even know what we don't have. That's why we can't desire and dream of them. But there are certain things that we can desire, that we dream of, that we want. So these are our things. If we can dream of it, if we can desire it, meaning that universe has all the potential to bring it to us, to give it to us through the path of most allowance, which is our ability to the degree that we can follow our excitement and joy. All right, I guess we're done here with this video. So if you stick till the end with me in this video, I would like to offer you a free consultation, 45 minutes consultation call with me. It was my gift that I started to offer during my birthday, and I extended this offer for a little longer because I've got many people who were interested in that, and I was so excited about meeting all of you. So I decided to prolong that offer for just a little longer. It's definitely a limited time offer. So if you're interested in working with me to overcome certain obstacles that are on your mind only, not in your physical world and reality, because everything is on our mind first. So if there are certain things that you want to talk to me, share with me, chat with me by being vulnerable, I would love to welcome you in this free space. You can check the link below, and I will see you on the other side of this link. If not, then I will see you in the next video. Please look after yourself well, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care.